Lil Mabu has 6 million monthly listeners, hundreds of millions of streams, and 2 songs that have charted on Billboard. And he did all of this by meticulously crafting the perfect rap career. Not only did he make a rap career for himself, but he made a rap career in the drill scene, a scene that is notorious for violent and aggressive gangster rap. And well, Mabu clearly doesn't fit into that genre. He's a rich white kid who lived in a multi-million-dollar house growing up, not a drill rapper looking for a way out of the hood. But despite all of that, Lil Mabu's position in the rap game as a young white kid couldn't be any better. He has lots of good relationships with artists, entertaining content, a perfect image, entertaining beefs, and just enough controversy to where he won't get in trouble. It's so good it almost seems planned, and I think it was. But it took a few steps for Mabu to get here. 5 main ones in particular that I was able to identify. So let's see how Lil Mabu was able to craft the perfect rap career. Also, by the way, my name is Matty Balls, and I'm going to be posting weekly music-related videos every Sunday at 12 p.m. CST, so if you're interested, make sure to stick around. Even Mabu likes him, so maybe you will too. Now let's get into it. To have a successful career in the music industry, it's important to have money. And luckily for Lil Mabu, he has quite a bit of money at his disposal. His real name is Matthew DeLuca, and he lives at his parents' 5-bed, 5-bath, 3,327 square foot condo on the Upper East Side. So if the square footage or number of bedrooms and bathrooms didn't tip you off, the kid's parents are loaded. Not only does he live in one of the most affluent neighborhoods in New York, but Mabu's family also has a vacation destination in the Hamptons, where his family owns a 6,182 square foot manse in Watermill. The two properties combined equate to a value of around $12 million total. So where did all this money come from? Well, Mabu's father is a guy by the name of Peter DeLuca. He's a Manhattan funeral director that came upon his wealth not only by trade, but also with the help of a controversial divorce settlement with his ex-wife. Between the odd job of being a funeral director, the old money aesthetic, the sticky situation with his ex-wife, and the interesting fact of Mabu's father having a rare NYC permit to carry a concealed gun, everything surrounding Mabu feels strange. On top of that, Mabu attended the collegiate school, the nearly 400-year-old Manhattan prep that costs $60,000 a year and has schooled generations of Vanderbilts and Kennedys. On their website, they even mentioned being accredited as a member of both the New York Interschool and the Ivy Preparatory School League. This obviously means pretty much nothing to most of us normal people, but for context, they are basically one of the 8 best schools in New York. So like I mentioned earlier, Mabu's backstory is the least hard drill rapper thing ever. The majority of this information on Mabu's previously unknown backstory spawned because of a video of young Mabu that leaked online.
My name is Matthew DeLuca. I go to the collegiate school. I'm in 9th grade, and my favorite thing about Kids Walk for MSK Kids is getting together with friends and family to support such a wonderful cause.
Ironically enough, it was around this time in Mabu's freshman year of high school that he would technically make his first song. The track was called Winnie the Pooh, and it is absolutely unlike anything he makes now. This song was followed by many more, along with some amazing visuals that he created on TikTok.
I'm on scene, my phone is blowing up, I got gushers in my lean, foreigns whizzing down the road, be rich and all we see is green. Yeah, they're green.
The point is that this music was not drill, not even close, but he was still able to amass over 30,000 followers by the end of 2020. Also, when I was researching this, I found a blog post like that one and many more in 2020 that I think may have been paid for, but that's just speculation. At the time, Lil Mabu was just a rich little white boy making music, but it's clear that he wanted to become a rapper. Regardless, Mabu had money at his disposal that would likely be very useful in launching the next phase of his career. One thing that is extremely important for any artist in any genre is their image. And if you look at Lil Mabu, he doesn't look like the kind of kid to make drill music. Maybe he looks like a good bass player in a band, but not a rapper. So he had to create the perfect image for his audience. And that's exactly what he did. Mabu continued releasing the same old music, the poppy SoundCloud emo rap that he had been making, and it was improving in quality, but he wasn't getting much attention. His dreams of being a rapper were going nowhere. So this is when Mabu decided to switch genres. Despite how ridiculous it may seem for a rich white kid to make some drill rap, Mabu did exactly that in 2021 with the songs Move It, Demon Time, and eventually a whole album called Double M's. These songs were able to help Mabu get some buzz, and it also helped that he got some features. Mabu got his first features from artists like Dusty Locane, Sha EK, Dougie B, and more, all of whom are real drill rappers. And by real drill rappers, I mean they are about what they rap about, unlike our boy Mabu. Due to his high-class background, I think it's fair to assume that Mabu paid for some of these features at the time, especially since he was fairly unknown back then. One of Mabu's collaborators, shotta, explains the situation best. He said, "Drill rap is like aggressive music. Yeah, basically kids expressing their feelings, but in their way. It's the way they do it because they can't talk to nobody else. Best way to get everything off your chest." He went on to talk about Mabu in particular, saying he was a good kid and ready to work, but that his life of privilege was limiting. He don't have street cred, but they just respect it because they know he has music talent. For a guy with Mabu's privilege, one of the only ways he could get any type of positive credibility rested on the shoulders of those Mabu associates with. Mabu's goal was to gain credibility in the drill scene strictly through association, so basically no drill activities, which isn't very surprising, and it adds to the negative history of white rappers making gains off of those in the community who actually suffered the trials that gave birth to the genre. However, a key difference between Mabu and other white kids who have tried making drill music is how he reacted to the criticism and actually leveraged it to his advantage. Instead of getting defensive, he would go on to troll his haters by making fun of his background himself. Mabu had found his image, and it was to acknowledge and joke about the fact that everything he raps about, he isn't actually about. Even the album cover for Double M's displays two versions of Mabu, one side being his wealthy academic background, and the other assumably being his drill persona. By not trying to hide his true self from the world and embracing the contrast, he would begin to thrive off the hate. This was mainly exhibited on his TikToks, many of which went viral because of his comedic spin on being a white drill rapper.
Why you lacking?
Lacking? What you mean, bro?
Like, oh, you know where you at right now? Like, bro, I really take everything off you, bro. Like,
I'm outside Dolly. You know Mabu's body, bro.
yo, Mabu, like, what you got on you? Like, oh, he got the now.
The image Mabu crafted for himself was similar to Lil Dicky, an ironic white rapper who makes jokes about his awkward spot in the rap game. The only difference is people seem to enjoy Mabu's music a bit more than Lil Dicky's. And it was these videos on TikTok that cemented Mabu's position as a new age hybrid of an influencer slash rapper. Mabu heavily utilized TikTok to get his name out there.
Today we're showing strangers my music, part 1. Let's go. I'm here with...
No camera, the protection. My name is Luis.
I can never snitch.
This you, mother?
Yeah.
Is your sign very black? What's the name? What's the code?
I called it no snitching.
Not only was Mabu joking about his strange image on TikTok, but he was also joking about it in his music. In songs like No Snitching, he's rapping all tough, talking about shooting guns and how he wouldn't snitch, while in the music video, he's just some scrawny white kid. One of the top comments on the video is, "We making it out the gated community with this one." He plays on this idea even more in the song Trip to the Hood, where the chorus is literally, "I took a trip to the hood so I can make it out, just so y'all can't say I got shit handed down." The music video depicts Mabu leaving his fancy house and walking out into the hood. A lot of people did get offended by this, but many people also really like the song. So him playing on this joke of being a rich white kid making violent drill music has worked out very well for him. And songs like I mentioned have helped him to blow up. Lil Mabu has his image down, a fake gangster rapper who plays on the fact he's actually just a rich white boy.
Yo, Fivio, I got a question. Can I do a hit on a scooter?
But to truly succeed in the music industry, Lil Mabu not only had to earn the acceptance of the fans, but the acceptance of the artists in the genre. How would a high school kid get in touch with artists like Lil Durk, PNB Rock, Lil Mosey, Tory Lanez, and more recently people like Fivio and NLE Choppa? He was even good friends with PNB Rock back in 2021, which is very surprising. You would think that a rich white kid cosplaying as a drill artist would turn away people from wanting to work with him. Maybe Lil Mabu's an industry plant. Maybe he paid his way to the presence of these popular artists. Or maybe it was something else. Well, I can't say for sure that he has paid for features. With the way the industry works and the position Mabu was in, it's hard to think he didn't pay for some of his earlier features. Although some of his interactions early on with artists like PNB Rock make it seem like it was more organic. However, as his career grew, it's likely a lot of these interactions were due to his virality. So as it goes for how Mabu made these connections, It adds up to a mix of pay-to-play and virality, which lends even more significance to his influencer approach. But it wasn't just his album Double M's, his other early drill singles, and the TikToks that got him his notoriety. In fact, his first big hit that captured major attention came after. This hit track was his song Mathematical Disrespect, which dropped in May of 2023. The song amassed around 70 million combined views on YouTube. Not only this, but it also entered Mabu into Billboard's Hot 100 for the first time. While he did have a slight blow up previously with Trip to the Hood, it was Mathematical Disrespect that really got the ball rolling. And what makes this all even more impressive is that Lil Mabu self-released the single, and in the song he says, "Shout out my label, that's me. I own 100% of my cuts, nobody taking a fee." Charting on the Billboard Hot 100 without a label is undeniably a major accomplishment. It also stirs up confusion, which led to many people calling him an industry plant, and it even caused rumors that his dad was a record label CEO to start.
And contrary to popular belief, you know I don't address nothing, but I don't have a manager, I'm not signed to a label, and my father is not in the music business.
Regardless, even if there was no label involved, I'm willing to bet that he got some of his startup money from his dad, because obviously he's got a lot of money. But Mabu didn't just get his connections through payola and virality. It seems like he also had a mysterious marketing business back in 2020. According to Last.fm, which may not be super reliable, Lil Mabu launched a promotional company in late 2020, granting himself the connections necessary to bolster the growth of his career, as well as providing the capital to fund his endeavors. There isn't really much evidence of this business apart from Patrick CC's video on Mabu, where he mentioned that Mabu previously reached out to him.
Turns out Lil Mabu actually DM'd me 3 years ago looking to do some business. I own a marketing company and I'm 15. I'd be down to work with you, and I was wondering if I could explain my services and what I can provide. Feel free to contact me. I work with artists like Lil Keed, 42 Doug, Lil Blurry, and other celebrity clients. My team run group chats with hundreds of thousands of people, email lists, and page promotion with a reach of millions.
Like I said, I can't find out anything else about this business, but I wouldn't be surprised if it was true and he was able to get some connections from it, especially since he is really good at marketing. If he was able to find a way to blow himself up, it's reasonable to assume he could do the same for others. Whether it was money from his dad, his viral rise to fame, or a marketing business he had when he was 15, a lot of artists in the industry grew to like Mabu.
Real talk, shout out Mabu, you know what I'm saying? You really still in school. I'm proud of you. Take care of this shit. Take care of your business. And most important, despite all the internet shit and viralness, your education is the most important, so I condemn you for that.
You're doing like the reactions that...
And while Mabu had virality on his side, he still had to secure a real fan base. Although many would hate and wish for his downfall, lately it seems like those haters' wishes fell short. There's a reason that everyone online has been calling Lil Mabu a marketing genius. Whether or not you like him, Mabu is amazing at creating both content and music that catches people's attention. He maintained his drill persona while keeping the ironic twist, doing things like using Nerf guns in music videos instead of real guns. But after his extreme success from Mathematical Disrespect, Mabu went quiet. The decision to go dark came as a result of his graduating from high school. He explained in a video called Why I've Been Gone that he wanted to spend time with friends and family before going off to college, and then decided himself to go to school. Apparently, around this time, he had a bunch of labels and people in the industry reaching out to him, perplexed at his decision to go to college. But it turns out it might just be another marketing opportunity for Mabu. And it's not like he's going to some random college. He attends Emory University, which is just outside of Atlanta, has a steep acceptance rate of 11%, and has nearly a $60,000 a year tuition. But just because Lil Mabu took a break during the summer doesn't mean that he wasn't plotting. In fact, in the same video where Mabu was explaining his leave, he also mentioned that he had an album in the works. And just like how he was able to market himself amazingly when he was coming out, he had some even better ideas for his comeback. After returning to music, Mabu decided to target the popular rapper Blueface in a diss track called Mr. Take Ya Bitch. He made this song with Blueface's ex-girlfriend and mother of his child, Chrisean Rock. This was a major moment for many who followed Blueface and Chrisean Rock's relationship. Their dramatic relationship has honestly been more popular than Blueface's music career for the past handful of years. Their toxic relationship was very public and created a plethora of viral moments. So, in the song, Mabu was talking about taking Blueface's girl and all sorts of things along those lines. The track took the internet by storm, and the flashy music video currently has 41 million views on YouTube. The song even peaked at 33 on the Billboard charts. This not only got Mabu even closer to being mainstream, but it also got rid of the one-hit wonder label. Mabu even doubled down on the controversy when he released a video where it looked like he had been jumped. This clip sent the internet into a frenzy, with many claiming it was Blueface that pulled up on him. Unsurprisingly, in reality it was just another marketing scheme by Mabu, as the clip was behind the scenes for one of his music videos. They also played it up to the point where many people assumed that Chrisean and Mabu were dating, but that wasn't true. And to add to the confusion and controversy, Chrisean went onto a podcast to complain that she received no money for her feature on the song. Regardless, this drama was great for views, and by this point, Lil Mabu had planted himself in the music industry.
So that's what you do right now, market.
Everybody thought you was what?
Industry
plant? But you wasn't.
I am. I planted myself.
Using the first 4 steps, Lil Mabu was able to craft an obviously fake image that he was able to market as a joke to millions of people, and he made a lot of important relationships along the way. Lil Mabu quite literally faked it until he made it. But then another problem arose for the young rapper. Lil Mabu uses a lot of marketing gimmicks, so he walks a fine line of being a regular rapper or a gimmick rapper. Some other examples of gimmick rappers could be people like Mario Judah or 6ix9ine. People who are much more known for their ventures and incidents outside of the music. Their music also tends to be pretty gimmicky too, kind of like Mabu's. As a result, a lot of them, like 6ix9ine for example, don't last very long in the music industry. But Lil Mabu, especially recently, has been proving that he has potential to make it last. Thanks to steps 3 and 4, Mabu was able to get a collaboration with the drill artist Fivio Foreign. Not only did they collaborate on a song, but Fivio would also be the first guest on Mabu's brand new series called Dorm Sessions. As the name describes, these dorm sessions capture Mabu and his process making music in his tiny ass dorm room. He's using his unique experience of being a famous rapper, but also being in college to his advantage, by inviting rappers to his dorm to hang out.
Today, I'm meeting my new roommate.
What up, nigga? Come on in.
It kind of reminds me of the Cave series from Kenny Beats, just like a low budget version of that, and that's the vibe he's going for. They were even ding-dong ditching other people's dorms in the video, really emphasizing the fact that they were making the song in a college, making for some pretty entertaining content. In this video, him and Fivio Foreign recorded the song they would later release called Teach Me How to Drill. This song was a hit, as it got over 25 million views. On the song, he again plays into the fact that he's a white kid making drill music, with the whole song being about Fivio teaching Mabu how to move in the hood. In the music video, Mabu is dressed up all proper-like, with Fivio teaching a class called Drill 101. Mabu clearly had a great formula down, and he would continue to do it. On the next episode of Dorm Sessions, Mabu invited on Choppa to make a remix of Choppa's song Shotta Flow 7. The recently dropped song has over 4 million views and contains an additional plethora of shots thrown by and Mabu at Blueface, taking advantage of the lingering beef. They even had Chrisean rock in the music video. In the Dorm Session series, we got to see the behind the scenes of this music video. Mabu also has each artist signing their name to the wall of his homemade studio, which leads me to believe that Mabu has big plans for new episodes to come. Most recently, he released the 3rd episode of Dorm Sessions with the young Lil RT, which showed Mabu in a bit more of a serious light as he tried to mentor RT.
Today, I'm meeting my new roommate. He's here.
Hey, you got 5 minutes like a shit. I live for now.
Excuse me, what? You did?
I live for now.
Right now, Lil Mabu is making his career last. He isn't overdoing the gimmick. Instead, he is changing it around by inviting rappers into his college, which allows for a unique environment where we get to see famous people in environments they aren't normally in. He also created his own label or collective or movement or whatever you want to call it, called Young Genius Academy. He's given every artist that has come to his dorm a hoodie with the logo, and he's been repping it heavily lately. So it seems like Lil Mabu has a plan for his future, and after crafting the perfect rap career at 18 years old, I'm curious to see where it will go next.